What'd you take from Tanner's start against these guys last time to kind of build off of?
Yeah, I thought he was just making his delivery change against these guys last time, and he's really come a long way since then. He threw the ball pretty well last time. Kind of got beat by the stolen base and some singles. So excited to see Tanner go back out against him.
Coming off his last start, threw a lot of pitches. Seems like, how much did that bother you that he didn't get as deep in the game as he usually does?
Yeah, I mean it bothered him a lot, and I think they really made him work. He wasn't at his best, but so I expect Tanner to come back out. Obviously on regular rest and give us a much longer outing tonight.
How's John? It seemed like John Kenzie, as soon as he got down there, started hitting.
Yeah, John Kenzie was getting some good results in AAA. So, obviously with Mando going home to deal with his family, and facing Houston with 2 left-handed starters and 4 lefties in the bullpen, it's good to get some right-handed reinforcements. And John Kenzie was swinging the bat well. We know how good he can play some defense in right field, and he's also going to be playing some first. He's already the first baseman now with Manzardo gone.
Did he do anything with his swing down there, or was it just a matter of getting?
He's just been working. I think like I said, the results have been there for him in AAA. See that a lot of times with guys when struggling up here, get to go down there, turn the pressure valve off a little bit, relax, and get back to being themselves. So excited to see John Kenzie play again.
Colton Gordon, you pitched pretty well against him
Yeah.
in Cleveland, right? What'd you see from him?
It's obviously good fastball, really good breaking ball. The breaking ball was really good against us last time. So he was filling up the strike zone. We got to be ready to attack from pitch number 1 and get the right pitches to swing at and string some things together.
You guys go out of the frying pan into the fire. Detroit now another division-leading team. How do you cope with that when the team isn't playing well?
You show up and play. I think no matter who you're playing, every team here is good. There's 30 very, very good teams. So, we've gone through the gauntlet the last month and a half, it seems like, and obviously we're not rolling at our best right now. So, we know we have our work cut out for us, but that's what I love about this group of guys. They show up every day ready to go out and play, ready to win. We know we have to take care of things. We need to get better, continue to get better at doing the little things right, being more consistent with that. But it doesn't matter who we're playing on any given night. We show up, we know the opponent, we know what their tendencies are, and we're going to go out and give it our best.
I know you said yesterday when Jones doesn't get the guy over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what it was a swing away situation. What does he got to do there? Just pull the ball to the right
Yeah,
side,
I mean, we've worked on it with baseball for a long time. When there's a runner on second, nobody out, our job is to move the runner over to third. It's hard. It's not like it's just a push button. These pitchers are throwing some really good pitches, and Jonesy got jammed, and it happens. It's one of those situations where everyone says, "Oh, that can't happen," or what, but no one's 100% at getting it done. It's just with where we were in the game and what we're going through, it seems more elevated than what it is. But we as a team collectively can get better. We can get better at situational hitting. It's not on one particular person; it's on all of us.
Is that you had him swing because he doesn't bunt much? Is that
in that situation you can bunt, but in that situation also, that's a perfect opportunity for a lefty to hook a ball to the right side, and maybe it gets through. So we talked through the bunt, but the bunt didn't make sense in that situation.
You talk about how this group shows up every day. They were able to put yesterday behind them. But when you said after the game that was a gut punch, that was a little different than maybe any of the other 10 have been in the street. Is there any concern that lingers eight of yesterday into today?
Well, of course there's always concern, but you show up and you take the pulse of the building, you take the pulse of the room, and everything's good. These guys are professionals. We show up every day ready to fight, ready to play, ready to work, and we can't control anything after that. We can only control how we go out and how we play our game. And we've had some really good games in this stretch. Yesterday was a great game. We played a great game. We had 3 miscues that didn't go our way, and we lose, really a 2-1 game, essentially. And so we just have to play better. We're in positions to make plays. We're in positions to get it done. We just have to step it up.
When you saw it with Cade, I know you said yesterday no lingering issues with the back, but it's shocking to see him hit that.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It was just a shock. They jumped his fastball. one guy after guy after guy, and he couldn't really even, I mean, they didn't let him breathe. And you know, it's a credit to them. They got some pitches to hit off of a guy who has been unhittable for a year and a half, and they made him pay. And I think that's just, it's a one-off inning. And, you know, obviously Cade's been so phenomenal for us and probably one of the best relievers in baseball for a year and a half now. And that's just one game.